And this is something where we've talked about this before. Some people are very conflict avoidance, and some people actually love conflict. So this is where some people, if they express their needs clearly, if they're conflict avoidance, they will go into not expressing how they feel. Poor listening skills is another issue. And it is quite common that once people get despondent in a marriage, they stop listening, they stop having faith, or they stop having the idea of trusting that person or whatever that is. And destructive communication patterns, which is the clear opposite of expressing clearly. So, people can be very nasty, put people down. And this is very much something where people do make these mistakes. So how would we work as a therapist to get through this? Well, there's a couple ways we would do it, and I'm going to explain it from the first two. So using cognitive behavior therapy, CBT, we would restructuring of the relationship beliefs and cognitive thought patterns relating to this. So this is about how we would reframe how people communicate. And within this is then the training communication skills and to address conflict avoidance. So not only the conflict part, but also the conflict avoidance to get through that. And then it's also to work out the activation for shared activities via change behavior, addressing the work-life balance. So this is actually something about communication as well. It's very important. The other bit also is communication as well for the hypnotherapy side is we challenge the emotional issues by visualizing the client's personal timeline. And this is where a client is guided through their memories to resolve past trauma, internal conflicts that affect the marriage. Now, regression guides with clients was via the hypnosis state to recollect past memories experience to address the current and identify relationship patterns and problems and perhaps issues from childhood that are triggered by or affected in adulthood. And then the guided imagery, also you can show them the future life regression and coaching to the path goal of an improved marriage, which is very useful. Psychological approaches is setting up schedules that attract weekly and help encourage long-term commitment to the marriage. So as you can see, there's a few here just for communication. I think this is probably the key one, what most people get wrong. We're going to go into the next one.